Right, so today's Monday, the 18th of May, 2020, and I'm here in Bristol, UK, to interview one of the sound system veterans of the city of Bristol in the UK. And I'm today in the presence of Danny Dredd, the founder, manager, and controller of the great I-Quator Sound System from Bristol. So, Danny Dredd, thank you very much for your time today, sir. Big respect to you. And if you would like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Aspire to inspire. We try to take this thing higher, yes. I am Danny Dreadlocks, yeah. From the great sound of I-Quator. But you see, my story is a different type of story when it comes to sound system thing, because for me, it come with laughter and thing is what I mean, because it was so the thing was for you is what I mean, because like say, as a youth I dream to have a sound system from growing up in Jamaica and seeing sound system, because I grew up in Jamaica until I was 11. Before I came to England, and I was introduced to sound system in the country by the man next door putting on thing, but I was too young to go at the time, yeah. But in my bed I could still hear the tune them dropping there. Right. And I said to the father, if I could have a sound system, that would be me. So I built the sound I-Quator, and for 20 years with up on the road, yeah.
Right.
Before I go, the first time we came to road then, yeah, because of whatever, yes, we got such a beating, yeah. I've never had a beating like that, and I would never met to go to another beat. I got such a beating that it's like say I walk away from my sound system, is what I mean, yeah.
Right.
Because of what was going on, and it's like it was like you playing a sound and running out a record, and the man asking you if you want to borrow some record to go through them. That's where we came from, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's obviously the beginnings of I-Quator.
Yeah.
So may I just ask you, were you actually born in the city of Bristol, or were you born in Jamaica? And when did you come to the UK?
I was born in Jamaica. 1959, and I leave Jamaica 1970 to come to England.
So you're 11 years old when you came?
Yes. And I've been in England 50 years now.
Right.
Yes.
I see. So we touched upon the beginnings of I-Quator sound.
Yeah.
I-Quator is the only sound you've ever had, and you've never changed the name of it. It's been I-Quator from day one.
No. It started off as well, first was section 0, not for very long, till it became section. I was section for a long time. Right. Yes.
Okay, yes. I see. So, you came to Bristol in 1970 from Jamaica, aged 11.
Yeah.
What was the sound system, what are your memories of what the sound system scene was like in Bristol in 1970?
Yeah. Well, no. You see, now, 1970 I came here, I was 11. I went through schooling and thing, yeah. It's not until I become like 1970, 75 and 76 then I start to come out of the road.
Yeah.
To sit there. But say from 1970 to 1976 then, yeah. It was like there was much music. No, my parents them would like into like the older type of reggae.
Ska.
Yeah, ska, and there was older like what's it? Old time reggae man and all Miss Lou, and most of the people what they were into my wine name now.
Is it Rocksteady?
No, my country and western.
Country and western.
Jim Reeves. Most black people.
So they were into Jim Reeves, all that.
Oh yeah, man. Elvis Presley and all this in that.
All the American rock.
Yeah. Mind you, I wasn't against that. That's what I mean. But I grew up with reggae. Is what I mean. So I wanted to hear reggae. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and That's where we are. Yeah.
Right. So basically, there was a scene in Bristol at the time.
There was a scene. Well, there was a scene, but I was too young to.
Too young.
young to get involved. Because like Bamboo Club, I used to hear about Bamboo Club.
Yeah.
I used to hear about Bamboo Club. So anytime I left school, I just get like the last part of Bamboo Club is what I mean.
Yeah, before it closed down.
Yeah, before it closed down. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were coming of age.
Yeah.
And going out to sound system dances, where would you go to hear sound systems in Bristol?
Bamboo Club was a very good place. Like I heard Coxon down there. I heard Shaka down there.
Cox and Shaka being the big London sounds.
And Quaker City.
Quaker City from Birmingham.
Quaker City from Birmingham. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And like when I first came out, then used to have the Dockland settlement. What used to be youth club then is what I mean, but a little sound Sir Dixon used to be in there, yeah. Sir Dixon was the sound that beat me up, yeah.
So what year was this?
1976.
76 when I-Quator first started.
Yeah, section.
Section, yeah.
Section hi-fi.
Okay. Right. Yeah. And so that was a beating which you...
oh gosh, I never forget that one, man. I never forget that one.
Right. And so before you formed Section, what other sound systems in Bristol were you listening to and going to?
Sir Bastian, Studio 17.
Yeah.
No. Studio 17 for me now, I used to love Studio 17. Because Studio 17 was like a Rasta sound, and they were speaking back to Africa and things like Quinto was their main man. Was a man could have chant the Bible to you and things. So yeah, and like that, I used to listen to. It was give you a story. Yeah, when I first came up, they were playing in Cardiff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a ride in their van back to go to Cardiff. And it was a pleasure to... Yes. That's where we come from.
Yeah. Right. So obviously you followed the local sounds there. Yeah. And obviously there was a big blues and shebeen scene in Bristol.
Yes.
So which ones were the famous ones which you remember?
Well, that's Brighton Street.
Brighton Street Blues?
Yeah, Brighton Street Blues. Sebastian used to play down there, yeah. Brighton Street Blues. There was blues all over the place, man. And, blues. Man used to have his blues going on. Some blues at the time, some blues that carried the swing for a long time.
Yeah, that was in St. Paul's?
Yeah, you're right at the corner. What's it? Yes, it's in St. Paul's,
yeah. And to those people who don't know what a blues is, there's people who are getting into sound system for the first time. Explain, if you'd like to explain to people what a blues or a shebeen is, basically.
Yeah, alright then. The difference between a blues and a house party then, yeah? Yeah. A house party, like somebody will say, come in and you do a night, like you play a night and that's a party for the night. Yeah. A blues now is a thing that goes on regular every weekend, probably 3 or 4 nights a week or things what I mean.
Right. So it's a regular.
Regular because there was blues that went on night and day. They just kept on logo and money blues used to be night and day is what I mean.
Yeah. So what necessitated the start of the blues? I've heard that there was a lot of racism. So when black people wanted to go into town to a discotheque or to a club in town, there was racism in those days. Is that correct?
Yeah. There was definitely racism, but the other thing that made that a necessity is because things used to close up early in town.
Right.
But nothing used to go on after 2 o'clock, is what I mean.
Yes.
So that's where the blues would pick up and go on through till the morning, is what I mean. Yeah, and black and white, everybody wanted that because nobody wanted just to finish early.
So these blues were basically held in what, basements, houses?
Basement houses, because if 3-story house blues goes on in there.
Right. And so basically they would move speaker boxes in a sound system into these places, and it would act like an unofficial nightclub.
Yes. What you do then, you got a place and you get drink and food and thing, yeah. And you charge people to come in at the door, and that's how you make a change.
Yeah. So obviously these went on till the early hours, and
yes.
obviously the police in those days were quite strict as well.
No. It was easier, but it depends. It depends where you were in the country as well, yeah.
Right.
It was every place you go. It was the same, yeah. Because you see, the difference with me then, yeah, and other sound system, yeah. I was a self-promoting song. Like all the time I was playing, I was playing all the time, because if there's no venue, I used to get venue for myself, is what I mean. I was waiting on somebody to call me.
Okay, so you would arrange venues.
Oh yes,
not just wait for next month.
No. Okay. If it was to that, I would have starved.
Yeah.
But you see, by keep going, then other people will still want me. Yeah.
So basically, section started in 1976, what later became known as I-Quator.
Yeah.
So you were the founding members. Were there any other members were there in the sound when you started?
Reggae now. I think there was about 15 of us when we started. I to call out.
And were you based in St Paul's? Or
yes. We start off with St Paul's.
St Paul's, area of Bristol. Yeah. Okay, so
because we took up resident in Dubplate settlement. Something happened with Dixon in there, and like he had to come out, yeah. So one of my men them put we in there straight away, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when we went in there,
yeah,
that place already had a crowd, yeah.
Dockland Settlement was a club.
Yeah, a youth club.
A youth club.
In
St Paul.
In St Paul's, right at the corner of Bristol Road.
Yeah.
That's where we spent probably about a year and a half as a regular
residency.
Residency. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously there was multiple founders. I mean, you were the founder, but there was multiple members of the crew.
Yeah.
And you were based in.
Sorry. Before we go on, I must mention a few people. I can't just
of course.
Because when they first started, the leader of the sound used to be Miller. Yeah. Well, yeah. Miller and Bonnie Gardner, Jackson, Kent, Edman, Warrell, Slaughter, and of course, Bangy Thunder.
Yes.
And my friend Scientist.
Scientist, rest in peace to both of them.
Beloved, most loved.
So we'll obviously touch upon that a bit later on about Bangy and Scientist. So when you started the sound system section, how easy was it in the mid-70s to get sound system equipment? Because you need amps, preamps, speaker boxes, and the rest of it. How easy was it?
Well, you see, yes, you go there, but I have to go back a bit further, yes.
Right.
Because when I started my sound, I was just a youth man out of school. I didn't know nothing about sound equipment or what was.
You were 17 years old?
No. I started when I was 16. 15, 16, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know nothing about I just wanted a sound.
Right.
All right, let me show you now, yeah. Our first amplifier it was a M&M transistor amplifier, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then in those times, the amplifier, if it get too hot, it will cut out.
Right.
So you imagine we now down in this basement getting hot all the time and cutting out all the time. We had music, we had vibe, we had everything, but the sound just couldn't play.
It's too hot.
All right, sorry.
Right. So basically, you would be getting your equipment. So where would you be getting your equipment from then?
Well, first we just started. We just went to. It was like a guitar and thing shop, like what they so amplifiers, like power amplifier.
For guitars.
Yeah.
Right. So you got most of your equipment from Bristol, basically.
What we started off first, yes.
Yeah.
Because what did we? It was a little mixer thing we use as our preamp when we first started off.
Right. So that was obviously the beginnings of the sound system.
Yeah.
And music, obviously, records is important.
Yeah.
So when you first started, where in Bristol could you buy your reggae records, or did you buy them from elsewhere?
First, when we first started, there was a few places in Bristol used to get record. We used to get it from Picton Street. There was I-Tal record up the top, but it wasn't there for very long, is what I mean.
Right. That was a black-owned record shop.
Yeah, black record shop, yeah, but I never stayed there very long. And then now, there was Mr. Pugh, the further, what was it? Yeah, down Picton Street, yeah.
Picton Street. So I-Tal Records was in St. Paul's.
Yeah, no, it was the same on Picton Street, just further up on the corner.
Montpellier area.
Yeah. The two record shop was on the same street.
I see.
Just one was further up to
Yeah.
the other, sort of.
Yeah. And so the other shop you mentioned, Mr.
Mr.
Pugh.
Yeah.
Was that actually a shop that just sold reggae? Or?
No. It's all all kind of music, but it would get in reggae.
So you could get your reggae records.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to go to London.
That was in the early days, because there was and there was a next place up by Clifton called Revolver as well.
Uh-huh.
They used to sell record.
Right.
But
so
then, like, as we evolved first to one, we start to go to London and buy a record,
yeah.
And then what was happening at the time then, was London was more, what they call more like, say, soulish type of reggae, softer reggae.
Yes.
But when we went to Birmingham was more rootical, is what I mean.
Yeah, there's a big Rasta population in Birmingham.
So we used to go to a place called Black Wax up there.
Black Wax, I've heard of it.
Yeah. And there was a next record shop just down the road from there. Can't remember that one again.
The Don Christie's Summit?
No. Those came a little bit later on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because we used to go to Dan Christian's and Summit record later on, but Black Wax was the place where we made our name for down here, because we used to play a tune like most songs, so like they have to hear our tune to go and look for those tunes.
Okay. Right. So basically, in the early days, you stuck obviously to Bristol.
Yeah.
And bought your records locally.
Yeah.
And so the latest releases, because obviously in those days, in the 70s, there was no radio playing reggae. There was no TV playing reggae.
No.
So how did you hear what the latest releases were?
No. What happened when they go to record shop,
Yeah.
The man put on a tune,
Yeah.
and within five hours, the government will say, yes, this one. And that's how we go, because no time you don't know what the tune is saying, and you take it and play it for that night, is what I mean. From the start of it, you can say, yes or no.
Yeah. So then later, you obviously started going to shops like Black Wax in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And I know there were other shops like Dub Vendor in London.
Yeah. We done Dub Vendor as well,
So that was that. And so when you started, you mentioned you played against that sound, that memorable clash at the Mill Youth Centre. But as your sound progressed, and sorry, I need to ask you, what year did you change the name to I-Quator?
1981.
81. So for about 5 years it was called Section.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've always been fascinated. How did the name I-Quator, where did that come from?
Well, listen now. My song come in two parts, It was section part.
Yeah.
And well, if I-Quator came from Equator, but being Rasta, we take off the E and put I, because it's I and I. It's one thing.
Yeah.
And I-Quator is a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
And that's where we come from. But that name there come from the Most High.
Right.
The Most High, that's why we did it with it.
Yeah. So you became I-Quator in 1981.
Yeah.
And by that time, you were obviously travelling to buy your music from elsewhere.
Yeah.
And so, what venues did you play as your sound progressed into the 80s?
All right, so we start. What we did as well to a lot of sound, but we started play over Wales quite regularly.
In Wales?
Yeah. Because over there now, the police never really like party going on. But when you have a party, the parties are also very nice.
Yeah.
because they restricted the people that just happy sitting there. Yeah, so yeah, we spend many of the time.
So there were obviously the black communities in Cardiff in Wales.
The Butte
Town, Tiger Bay.
The Casablanca.
The Casablanca.
That's
man. And you also had a black community in Newport.
Yes,
so smaller communities.
Yes, in those places more welcoming and more. It's like, for me then, at first, you see, it's hard to explain then, because I come from being beaten by Dixie, and then all of the followed were Dixie. It was all haters, if so what I mean.
Yeah.
But I decided in my mind to say, as much as you want to hear my sound, I'm going to be the number one.
Mm.
And every sound would I look for we and say, this sound could never beat me.
Mm.
Any race, anybody that say, we would never win. But in my mind, I know that we'd win.
So you didn't go out with an attitude.
No.
You are humble sound.
Humble. But you see, what you see now is humble. I don't know about that as well too, because you see now, as much as I was a humble man, the man there who was around the mic and things, what I mean, they were that humble. They never play with sound, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
If I sound to, man, they never said that.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
So you played Newport, which had a small black community.
Yeah.
You played in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And for those people that know Bristol is only half an hour away from Cardiff.
Yeah.
So it's very close to Wales.
Mm.
And so what venues you played in Cardiff, Casablanca. In Bristol, did you play as you formed into I-Quator? What venues?
Well, I don't think there was much. We never played. We played in the Bangy Centre. What became the
Malcolm X Centre.
Malcolm X Centre is what I mean.
Yeah. So did you play mostly outside of Bristol, would you say, or in
the end, we did quite a lot over Wales and things.
Yes.
And plus, we never went to say like Birmingham or London or wherever. We was like a local sound, because they said, my granny used to say, learn from back of yard before you go abroad. That's what I mean. And to me, after being beaten and sheep, and because he's carrying the sheep for all that time, I decided, well, no man, I'm gonna get my own. That's what I mean. And I take time and build my song with that task. That's what I mean. But you see, different to other sound, and that's it. Because a few sound came up and had that, but what we had was vibe. Vibe, because the other side of it too, when you say even come to the dub part, our dub kill sound. But you see, we can just use one dub. We was not sound like use 100 dub to kill a sound. Just one.
Right.
because you see, what they had to come up against though, when we get into it later, is the power of the sound and the quality of the sound. It's the power and the quality of the sound. So they had that already. So whatever, even when we was playing plastic.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So as you started section, which went into I-Quator, do you know each sound has its style and lingua?
Yeah.
How you chat and how you play.
Yeah.
Well, how did you develop that? Were you influenced by other sounds as you were growing up before you made your own sound, or did you just develop your own style?
Man, it's all a part to learn and thing, and pick up and thing, and the DJ then pick up on what Like when you bring a tune come in, and whosoever's DJing or whatever style, the DJ will take up a piece of that, that's what I mean. Or you listen to another sound and rare thing. It's as well good to originators, what I mean. But there wasn't a lot of originators, but it was, if a man could just sound like somebody, he could have get a work.
So, I mean, I've come across one tape where this is a stand from London called Jam Down Rockers, where they played I-Quator, but I haven't heard the I-Quator side, I've just heard the Jam Down Rockers side. So that to me means that I-Quator must have played bigger sounds from outside of Bristol. So which big sounds did you, or which outside of Bristol sounds did you play with?
You know, I didn't do much of that, you know.
Right.
I never really actually do much of the outside and thing. But play it. Exterminator from Birmingham.
Exterminator, you have heard of that?
Yeah. A few other songs, you know, but no, we never really do that too tough, you know. But it's like, so with we, I don't know, party. Yeah.
You're more of an entertainment, a feel-good sound.
I feel good, man, and happy higher vibes.
Yes. There was none of this. We are the number one sound. Just make the people happy. Just make the people happy.
You see now, when we went into Clash, then that's what I mean. Like when it's like Clash is a different thing to it, because to me, anytime me and a sound set up next together, even if we playing normal and thing. I have to know say I got the quality and everything after the years what I'm music, because if I don't have that, it's still gonna overpower me and people gonna say, well then I did do my job, is what I mean.
So I mean, you're in when you were playing in Bristol, it wouldn't be right to say there was a rivalry with any particular sounds. You just played, just represented.
No, I never had no rival, because you see, even when I was just a youth sound, Sebastian was a big man's sound, and we play with Sebastian.
Right, it was all friendly. Like
we play merit tone when they just come as well, because it always have the same errors, what I mean.
Yeah. So I mean, then obviously things changed with sound system, and sound systems then, even those that won Clash sounds, they had to eventually cut some dubplate specials. So I-Quator then did cut a few dubplate specials, is that correct?
No, we started cut dub special a long time before that.
Right.
Because the first dubplate special we cut was back in the 70s, and it was
wow.
It wasn't really what you call a proper dub is what I mean, but that was our experiment with dub then time. I think dub vendor you could have. So you want a tune and they do like full it up with echo or whatever.
Oh right, yeah. But I mean, for the people that will be watching this now and who don't know what a dubplate special is, now sounds will play normal reggae records, but those sounds that want to be in a competition, they would pay good money for what we call a dubplate special. For example, if you have an artist like Shabba Ranks, a sound system is playing a Shabba Ranks tune, that's one thing. But then the sound systems would get hold of Shabba, whether he was in London or whether in Jamaica or whatever sound artist.
Wait, stop now. Let's go back a bit. When dub came out, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, they never called the sound's name.
No, what you'd have done, is like a sound. You could play 3 or 4 copy of the 6cm, like, and give a different mixer, a hands or something different. That is what I mean.
More echoes, more bass.
You could play more version of the same tune, is what I mean. Yeah.
So it was essentially the same tune, but not commercialized. It was the exclusive mix where there would be more bass. That's what the early dub.
That's what the early dub.
The artist wasn't saying I-Quator's name on the sound.
No.
Those dubplate specials came afterwards.
I think probably about in the 80s.
80s, yeah. So that's what a dubplate special is, where you'd go and pay good monies, hundreds, sometimes thousands, to a big artist. Say, look, I want you to cut a special customized record singing my sound system's name, like I-Quator is the best. So people used to go to, big artists like Capleton, Cutty Rank, Shabba, Dennis Brown, Gregory, to cut those dub plates special?
Sorry, I'm laughing, but in my mind, I'm thinking different, yeah?
Yeah.
People used to do that, yeah? But you see when we did go into the contest, I was playing dub.
Yeah.
The fact that we was playing a tune that said Johnny Osborne and Johnny Osborne said I-Quator, we didn't have have no whole for Johnny Osborne. Just one good Johnny Osborne. That's all we used.
So it was quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
Yes. So you could have a sound that had 100 dubs, but if you didn't have that one dub that sounded special. Yeah.
And no disrespect and thing, yeah. When we came up against Jam Down Rockers, as you mentioned earlier, to me Jam Down Rockers was in the lead of like Coxsone, then time the Coxsone or Saxon and thing, and I said they were tough sounds, what I mean.
Coxsone and Saxon being big London sounds.
Big London sound. And we being just a little country sound, is what I mean. People were saying we were gonna get beaten already. They did all set to mind, so we're gonna get beaten, yeah. And I know say I was in for a night. That night is what I mean. So that's a real. That's a thing. That's the second time I actually cut Dubplate.
Yeah.
I did cut some Dubplate earlier, but it wasn't really Dubplate. What did I get? I did get some rhythm. And like I had the intro, I had the sound name, like those rhythm number never had this, what I mean. And then I did a couple of maybe DJ them to do something over there. So with the Jam Down Records now, yeah. Those time I had a very good yard DJ named Patrick Irie.
Right.
He had like a sort of Shabba type
voice.
Yeah, man. And he could have taught the lyrics from start to finish and things, what I mean. So we went to we practice some dub, and we went to London to cut them, yeah. And he had this tune about killer sound, I-Quator, killer sound, yeah. So now he do it and sing, but he never really call no sound name on it, is what I mean.
Right.
But when we went to London, I was cutting the tune. You know, we had the Jam Down Rockers think up, so he called out Jam Down Rockers name on it, is what I mean. And sax down, cocks down, whatever, and things, what I mean. So now, typical of we, because this is we too. We are play Jam Down Rockers and we amplify a breakdown. So everybody thinks that we're gone, because you see, then time the Jam Down Records wasn't really a dub sound, because it was early days then, is what I mean.
Yeah, 84.
Yeah. So he didn't have dub, but he had some like plastic tune, like Killer Sound Boy, and he had some bad tune, because then think then what the London sound they used to beat up and was enough time was having the new tune and the trend them, is what I mean. So but we had the dub plate them, now we had some things, what I mean. So when we play that dub plate on him, like the dance just stop, and people they just listening, and I thought they do like the tune or whatever. but when they mentioned how we killed Jam Down Rockers, it's like the place erupted and Champion Jam bless you, my friend, yeah.
Champion is a DJ from Jam Down Rockers,
the DJ from Jam Down Rockers.
Yeah.
All he did was curse bad word that night, is what I mean. So like the bad word cussing and just from now, is what I mean.
Yeah.
And even when they were packing up and coming out, you know, when someone attack, they say, you know what? Anytime they play the tune, they call Jam Down Rockers. We never had no response because we are like a country sound.
So this was 1984.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, so you actually used to go to London to cut dub plates.
Yes.
Okay. And any particular places in London? Were they private individuals or were they shops and stuff?
What was my dub place again, man? my mind. Oh gosh, man. Chris. I can't think of the name now. There was a place up there sitting there.
White brother?
No, a black brother.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway, you had to go London.
Yeah. It was time we couldn't cut double Bristol.
Yeah. So that's how you used to prepare for a clash. If there was a clash, then you would go to London and cut the dub plates. Yeah.
I said to myself,
So there's a distinction. You had dub plates back in the 70s and early 80s, mid 80s, where the artist is not singing the name of the sound on the record. It's just a different cut, more echoes, more bass. Then, as the 80s progressed, you had the dubplate special, as I mentioned, where the artist would say, I-Quator Sound is the number one. So when did you cut the specials where this artist was singing I-Quator's name on the? When did you start cutting those?
I think those was for the clash, the 89, 90 clash, because most of the time we were just playing plastic as well.
Plastic, I mean. Yeah. So this is...
Because, you see, that time the sound did rebuild, because when we started off, it was like 100 watt bass speaker, then it went to 200 watt, But that time we came with 400 watts,
Wow.
400 watt speaker, and for thing was different. When we first played our sound out the road and people looked when the sound was painted black and white, because we used to play right in front of the black and white cafe as well, is what I mean.
Yeah, the famous black and white cafe on Grosvenor Road, St. Paul's.
We used to black that road, is what I mean. Because when we came with like a super sound at that time, is what I mean. And now we had 2 pieces of amplifier built for us, is what I mean,
Yes.
And my friend scientist, he built us a brand new preamp, because this is about our 3rd or 4th preamp, because you see, I'd have to go right back, or when even go through about equipment, how we come to be here.
Yeah, who used to build your amps then?
Well, firstly, as I said, we bought it from the guitar shop, And then we heard about a man called Metro who built valve amplifiers, what I mean,
And he was based where?
In London.
Okay.
So we got a valve amplifier from him, and we got a transistor from him, and he did a preamp for it in the 81 time there, and that cost us £750 then time there. And then time there, I was running about £35 per week.
What year is this roughly? What year?
81.
82.
Yeah.
So, to get the specialized sound system equipment, you couldn't always just get it in a shop. It was by word of mouth in the Caribbean community. You would know somebody who knew somebody who built speakers.
You'd have to like check a sound man or somebody who
would give you a link to this private individual.
Yes.
And they would be in London, Birmingham, places like that. There wasn't anyone in Bristol building.
Not at that time.
Right. Okay, so that's how you would obviously get your equipment.
But then we went different. On a different route after other sound, because after I use Metro, because Metro become very costly to me, is what I mean. Because if equipment break down, I have to go all the way to London to sort it out and thing, And when I started my sound from 16 to 27, I never drive.
Right.
I used to carry things on the bus or train, or get somebody to.
Wow.
That's the way I used to get about in those time. And so after a while now, my friend scientist start to learn the electronic and things. So
scientist was one of your sound crew.
Yeah. He started to make my preamp and sound effect and all of those things, because you see, for sound was always progressing. We never see how we start off, is what I mean. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So basically, you got the sound evolved into I-Quator. You started being able to make your own equipment.
Yeah.
Mainly a party sound, the odd clash every now and then, but you weren't bothered about clash.
But the thing is that
making the people happy.
It wasn't not even that too, because really and truly, at that time, clash thing never really, it was nothing about. Because like me and his sound set up, we just playing and juggling, is what I mean. Leave the people to say who's the best and things, what I mean. Yeah.
You just entertaining the people.
Entertaining the people.
Yeah. What? How I first heard of I-Quator was through a member of your sound, Desi Ranks. Who I know quite well, and have obviously worked with as well. And he told me about I-Quator, and I was lucky enough to get some I-Quator tapes from Desi. some very good quality ones. And the one that I've listened to probably a dozen times, my favourite I-Quator tape, is I-Quator versus Excalibur, which was the 1990 Bristol Cup Clash final, which I-Quator won. And I listened to that tape till today. So tell me, I mean, you weren't a Clash sound, but how did you end up winning the Bristol Cup Clash Sound System Clash Cup in 1990?
And one thing with me there, look up me and look up me straight. Anything I do, I aspire to inspire to take this thing higher. Yeah, I don't do anything to lose. I do everything to win.
Right.
And if I'm gonna have the best sound, I have to beat up the rest. And you see now. You see, whenever go about the blessing, we gone too far. Because you see, I know that I was a blessed man in this earth, yes. And I asked for a blessing from my brethren Bangy. And I see Bangy blessing unfold in this earth, yeah. To say when he died in Bristol, it was like say they took out the best human being I ever known. 100%, 25, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And you see now, when we go play, I don't know what's sitting there. I just laugh and joke and things what I don't sitting there. Because you see, those we set for anything. We set for anything is what I mean.
Yeah. So you entered that competition, but without any expectations. You were just basically playing your best.
No, I entered that competition to win. Because you see, everybody did right. We are is what I mean.
You were the underdogs.
Because they are set their mind who's gonna win the contest already. But you see, I just because you see, when I rebuild the sound, the sound was really playing out. It's like so much things happen.
Yeah.
Happening in my personal life to get to there and things what I mean. So the sound here we go. The sound rebuild first, yeah.
Yeah.
Bangy never liked this how the box did.
Bangy is the sound member, which we'll touch on later. Yeah.
And he's the box maker. Them too is what I mean.
Yeah.
Because we had like square box and those scoop box were just coming in at the time is what I mean. So we came out on the road and they see the thing now, and we came back off the road and nobody see the sound and one they know what happened to that. So people were saying that that's a higher the sound to play. It was now a sound is what I mean.
Bad mind.
I kind of see things is what I mean. But you see now, to me when you got talk about bad mind and thing, yeah. As I say, from we start off, bad mind and follow away is what I mean. We couldn't get away from bad mind is what I mean. So for somebody to, it's like say, even to say then, yeah, when I first came out the road then, yeah, you see me all in my glory I know, yeah. I was a person that people had loved to give nickname. And the nickname what they gave me, I was not liking them is what I mean. So the first thing they used to call me Ostrich.
Ostrich?
Yeah, ostrich like long, yeah.
Like the bird?
Yeah, the bird ostrich, yeah. And then they moved from ostrich to bud. And all those days I had to contend with that thing. Everybody a lot. But I said, yes, I gotta have my idea. So you see this contest, it was easy for me. Yeah,
so the 1990 Bristol Sound System Cup Clash.
Yeah.
Now, I've only heard 2 of the rounds. I've heard the final, which we'll touch on later, and I've heard the semi-final. You played Basai and defeated Basai in the semi-final. Who did you play in the round before the semi-final? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, I do. I don't know if that one with it, but we played Qualitex.
You played Qualitex in the first round.
In the first round.
In 1990.
Yes.
And you defeated Qualitex in that round.
Look at this now, yeah.
Yeah.
Those time I was a probably 19-year-old sound system then, yeah.
Yeah.
I played Jam Down Rockers and we give him trouble from back then is what I mean.
Yeah.
Qualitex was just a little young sound coming at the time is what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like me, I told you, go back, and then Dixon beat out with Ratty. Dixon being on the road all the time, and Rary and things what I mean.
Yeah, so you were an established sound, and Qualitex had just started a couple of years. Yeah.
And nobody had those 400 watt speaker.
Yeah.
There was an Excalibur had the 400 watt. It was we an Excalibur had it, but the rest of the sound them never had it.
Yeah. So you defeated Qualitex in the in the opening round.
Yeah.
Then the semi-final is against Basai.
Hold on. Before I like to tell you the truth I used to do it because
against Qualitex in the first round.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And the reason being why I went all out is what I mean, yeah. Because you see, I was always the man in the background and things what I mean. Nobody said, but when you come to my son, when you're gonna talk about my son and I hear you say something about my son, you know, say yes, it's on because. One of the someone I tell Bangy say, anytime he finish beating him, I go drag him up and down Governor Road. And I don't know that party.
The famous Grosvenor Road in St. Paul.
Yes.
The front line.
Yeah, I was sitting there, yeah. I had my beating and you see from the first beating, I decided, say, boy, anything me are going there, I make sure it's what I mean, yeah. And the thing is at that time too. My son had power and we had vibe. We had vibe is what I mean. And from you can, you see now, we know how to make vibe. Yeah. Anywhere we go, we can do vibe.
So what was that tune that you used against Qualitex then?
Run.
It was a Dubplate special.
Aye. Because what happened now? There was some charge, I don't know, but we were playing pretty good. And then all of a sudden, like our power was turned off.
Right.
We had no power.
Uh-huh.
So when Bangy come back, because you see, I have to go back and talk. You know. You see now, I used to love to play the sound system, yeah. But when I rebuild the sound system, and from time Bangy loved to play the system, and I said, well then, yeah, go on and do it is what I mean. But just when he put his hand on that bass drum, but different. So when they play the tune and they play upon Qualitex, man, and they go on until they like call out Qualitex name and then go woogo. That's what they
So this Dubplate special, which artist was it by? Murrayman.
Yeah.
So it was Murrayman singing Run, Soundboy Run.
Yeah.
And it mentioned Coxon's name.
No.
Qualitex's name.
Yeah. This one we did do for the for the rest of sound and what was in the
Run, Soundboy Run. By Murrayman. So that was your Dubplate special, and that's what defeated Qualitex in the opening rounds. Right. Wow. So then after Qualitex, what was the next? Was it Bassa you played? Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've heard the recording, and you do play quite a few Dubplate specials there.
Yeah.
And that was another rough clash. And then we come to the grand finale, the final of the 1990 Bristol Cup clash, Reggae Cup clash. Reggae Sound System Cup clash against a local sound called Excalibur, which was run by Froggy, a local guy called Froggy.
And what's the white guy name?
Gaffer.
And they were another St. Paul sound.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about the final. I've heard the tape, like I said, but obviously you were there at the time. So tell us a little bit about that final.
Well, no. So no beer. Excalibur, like they just walk over his sound in the first round is what I mean. Because backside he had a mouth like he could just talk and tell us, well, yeah.
Who's that, Froggy?
No.
Yeah. Boxer.
Yeah, Boxer was my man for Excalibur at the time is what I mean. Yeah. And he come with one intent because he was living in Birmingham at the time.
Right.
But he come with one intention, said he's gonna win the cup and go home is what I mean. But I had no intention of that. Because like say, alright, I had a full crew around me is what I mean. I had big DJ, little DJ and all that kind of thing. And we went all out music wise as well too.
Yeah,
man, we was ready for it. But it's like say, as much as they talk, it wasn't said the back and dub we having it, just the tune them we play and things what I mean. It's just a tune we play.
I've heard the Clash because it's a combination of 45 plastic you play.
Yeah.
Some wicked dubplate specials, and you had little boys on the mic singing lyrics. They must have been what, 10, 11 years old?
Yes.
So little youth DJs on the mic.
But that's where I started out. When I was living in Jamaica, I used to go to the. I couldn't go in the dance hall. I used to be outside the dance hall. Listen to music.
So who were your little youth DJs on the mic?
Darren Jordan I had at the time, and I had Ruben, because it's for the like I had Boxer son and my son. They should use this for that.
Isn't that?
It's that. Yeah. And that time, Desi probably was in his teens.
Desi Ranks is another guy, a famous radio personality in Bristol, but he was another guy who was an excellent MC on I-Quator.
Yes.
And he had the fast chat style.
Yes. He came about those times because he came as my apprentice, and he done well.
Yeah. And what other DJs or singers did you have on that you want to mention on the?
Well, I can't forget Patrick Irie.
Yeah.
Patrick Irie. And but I hold the microphone for the longest time. What I mean, yes. Barry G.
Yeah.
Yes. Trigger D. Noel. Mr. Mention.
Yeah.
And all the Aggie crew as well too.
Yeah.
Because all of them come through I-Quator as well.
Yeah.
And of course we have to mention Young Lion as well too.
Yeah.
All of them come through the I-Quator.
Yeah. So you ended up winning the cup, the Bristol Sound Clash Cup after that, and so after winning the cup, after 1990, did you enter any other clashes, similar clashes to that, or what happened?
I think that's where my times. I came out of the sound system. Then time there, because I run from 76 to 1990 is what I mean. We did other little dance, but we never really pursue it after that is what I mean.
After 1990.
Yeah.
And just to touch on the dubplate specials, I know every sound man can't discuss everything in his dub box, but can you say on camera which artists you have on dubplate special?
Yeah, well, like the Bunny General.
Bunny General.
Because I ain't finished the dance with Murray Man, Johnny Osborne, Johnny Clark. Because Johnny Clark that was banging man, is what I mean. Yeah. John Holt. Yeah, Ken Bull, It wasn't so we had whole heap, we just had.
But you had some the right
at the right time, and we know how to sell a tune too, and set the vibe and make everything right. Yeah.
So now to touch on a more serious topic. Even before I'd heard of I-Quator Sound, I was in London. I think it was 1995, as you do, chilling out at home, and this was, I think, either New Year's or Christmas. I'd heard it came on the news that there'd been a shooting in Bristol, and sadly someone had passed away and someone had been injured. Yeah. And I saw the name on the television, Yvonne Berry. Yeah. And I remember the name and I remember the story, but it was a sad story and I'd forgotten about it. Yeah. Later, as I got to know about I-Quator and got to know Desi and Snoopy and all the other people in Bristol, I heard that one of the selectors for I-Quator Sound, Bangy, passed away. He was shot, sadly shot. And then I said, I heard that there was a shooting in 1995 in Bristol by Yvonne Berry, and I was told, yeah, that was Bangy. So sadly, one of the backbones of I-Quator Sound in 1995 had his life taken away in a shooting. And how did that affect the sound?
Affected and it's never been the same again, but it never been the same again. It wasn't pretty after that. It's like I said, I've been through many things in my life, and I'm not looking sympathy from nobody and thing, but I'm telling you, it is what I mean, But few things affect me like that affect me is what I mean. At 20 years we're friends is what I mean. And like I say, if you pray for a blessing for somebody, and you see they getting their blessing in life and they living that life and thing, to lose them, how you would have feel, party? You explain that to me.
Never be the same.
Never be the same, party, never be the same.
And the circumstances around it were so tragic. I mean, I understand he was trying to calm a situation down.
The man said peace.
Some out of town people had come to Bristol.
And man shoot him.
And he was trying to calm things down, and he was sadly. Yeah. So.
But let me straighten myself and delve into this. Yeah. I have to go back further with Bangy, so what I mean. Yeah. They got to me. As we said, was all about the laughing and the joking and the vibe and thing. I said, and you can't go no with Bang without some low laughing and joking. And not care how serious the situation is. Everything is a laugh.
Yeah.
Because I can remember the first time I seen him, I was laughing after him.
So he was a well-known jolly.
Oh gosh man. And he had a Bangy thunder. His voice would, oh gosh, my father used to say of him, yeah? He used to stand at one side of Governor Road, from one end of Governor Road, and his sister would stand the other way, down the bottom of the road, and the two of them would be talking together. Powerful man, yeah. But it's like, say, more than even that, I'm telling you, man. He just had a gift to do anything he start to do. He just become very good at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing what he do and fall back, you see what I mean? You name it, man. He's that man.
And he was well known in
Oh Lord. Because you see, because I'm a sort of quiet guy and thing, like enough time we're gonna talk. It's a sound business. I don't like people know our business, yeah. But you can't go no everybody, man, everybody. From the little picnic, I'm telling you, man, to the biggest, oldest person. Yes.
Yeah. So rest in peace. So,
highly.
Yeah. So that was a big loss to the sound.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. And I've heard him on the sound tapes, you know.
Yes.
And he plays well.
Oh, that man.
Yeah. So also more recently, in the last few weeks. Another sound member, scientist who you've mentioned in the interview, he sadly passed away recently in the last few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, that was obviously, I think it was the COVID virus, which is affecting the country now.
Yeah.
And his funeral's on, in a few days' time, on Thursday. Yeah. So that was another, obviously, great loss as well.
Great loss, yes, a great loss.
Because he was obviously the technician. He built the amps and was there from quite a long time.
From the start, He was near to the very start of it, yes.
So
And that man, the sound system was his life.
Right.
It was his life and thing, man. He put it in there to say,
And Desi from I-Quator is also well known in Bristol. He's on the BCFM radio station.
Yes.
I've been on his radio show as well.
Yes.
And he's a famous radio personality, so he's still there. It's through my harassment of him how I got these tapes. I was always saying, come on, Desi, come on, I want to listen to some I-Quator tapes. And he took pity on me. He goes, all right, I'll run a few off for you. So I've got to give thanks to Desi for the
because
tape.
it's funny, you know, it was a prolific recorder of thing there.
Oh, Desi.
No, of recording of our session, them sort of mean. Because me myself, I lose a lot of tape, but there's still a lot of tape of the song because we weren't, as you said, we just collect them for ourselves, is what I mean. Like we used to go around the sound man, them is what I mean, our close in the end of the circle, is what I mean.
But there are tapes of I-Quator.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that was that. So basically, after the 1990 Cup clash, you obviously took a bit of a break. The sound system has always been there.
Yeah.
And the records are there, the Dubplates the sound system is there, and you know, at a drop of a hat, if you decided, you could play. You could play. Yeah. So
I just like the phoenix. We should just rise up over the phoenix. You see me in my black and white.
Yeah.
You see I-Quator, so run at the black and white, and everybody wonder why the song painted black and white, yeah?
Mm.
Because we say it's as simple as truth and right. It's either you're doing it wrong or you're doing it right. So we just put it down. But you know, Bangy, as much as I show you the blessing, he took away from the black and white, and every Saturday he just up in this white, in this white, and he go as far as to say now, yeah, and his gravestone. There was a little picture on his gravestone, yeah, and that picture is white. Highly blessed.
So, is there anything else we haven't touched on when it comes to I-Quator Sound and your life and sound system history that you'd like to share with us?
I am thankful for the people and love what they showed me out there and things. Yeah? And I'll be forever grateful is what I mean. Because as you say, I know as a drop of a hat, I can go back out there, yeah. Because watch this now, yeah. One time I did decide to go change the name of I-Quator to the Black Heart Sound.
Black Heart.
Yeah. To the way I said that. And it's like say, most of my sound man them just say yes. Yeah. So, but Bangy said, no, Danny. Don't change the name of the sound. You have a good name already. Why change a good name? So I-Quator we shall be, and I-Quator we shall stand. Because we aspire to inspire. And everything we do, we try to take it higher. We take it higher. Take it higher.
Well, you know, it would be good to see I-Quator play again. I sadly never got to see I-Quator play, and I hope, you know, one day, you know, you decide to bring the sound back on the road. But if not, the tapes are there, and I'll be forever wanting to collect I-Quator tapes and listen to them.
Well, straight up, I'm putting it up out there straight away because and thing, yeah. My friend scientist passed away, yeah. And whenever everything is clear and we can do something, we're gonna do something, and even for the rest of the people who we know that pass away as well, we're not gonna just leave it at that. Is what I mean. We're gonna beat some Bangy drum and give. Most of all, give thanks for life, buddy. Yes.
Of course. Of course. And lastly, any advice and message to the people, Danny Red?
The advice, what I'll give to the people, or say to the people, yeah, is to live in love. Be nice and kind to people. Don't all this negative. We love positive things, man. We don't love this negative thing. The world is here for all of us. Why somebody want to take it all for themselves and think? You know?
Yes.
You know, everybody want to eat and think. You can only eat as much as you can rather sitting there. Share the thing around and make the thing go on. Really?
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you very much, sir, for your time. It's been an honor to meet you today and to interview you. And God bless. Thank you.
Start the ball rolling. They're gonna play half an hour right up, and the other sound will come in for their half an hour, and they'll take us up to 2 o'clock, and then we're gonna go for 2 for 2 until 3 o'clock. Here we go, Iquator.
They don't know, maximum respect to our crew. Now we just jug up on 45 to let them work. You know, it go already entertainment business, because we just set up our way for the rest of the man them. See? Promoter, box off the light, see? Because that we cater for.
Lonely ladies everywhere.
See? Loving the along with the crucial cat shabarangs. They don't know. Bag it under my case come, Danny Dread my case come, man.
Every girl inside should have the right happiness and life. You think it's life? You wanna settle and baby
on. Dedicate them style to all the front line crew and Saturday crew, Eastern crew, Front Rebels crew. All of you we are talk to, sing. Right now, I-Quator roll every time, sing. Well, dedicate them style to all the reggae music fans. Call you love reggae music while you're here tonight, sing. You love them style, that's why you're here, so we dedicate them style to all the nice looking girls. Dedicate them style to the girl like Janet, you know. I dedicate them style to girl like Angela and everyone in the era. Sing. Man like Crucial, Pablo Culture, Crucial Selector. Still I wait for the man like Danny Dread, I wait for the man like Bangy.
Hold on you, DJ Roughneck are coming. Mr. Rankin, hold tight. Listen to.
You're searching here and you're searching there. You're searching everywhere. Man hunts all around the world. Man hunts.
As the man said, a cup final. Somebody has to drop.
Now the searching stops, cause you reach the top. You're back up on the cream of the crop. I love, woman, you take me the rest now. Take the best
Pam, pam.
and then you come put it down to the test. You want done for this and done for that, but you take it out, no for them are idiots.
Come in, DJ Roughneck.
You are the gold chain done right.
Massive word type, say. What if you know this is number one champion, I-Quator?
Somebody man, the dandy woman. If a man, you come to look your buck up on the right man. Cause all about the dandy woman. If a man, you come to look your buck up on the right one. Cause all about the button we
Will you call out the best on boss?
I know you need the money, but you want some heart.
Well, look. Well, right now we are coming with a man like Crucial, they come and not sing. So, right now in the year, I'm going to go and light up pattern. And we're going to dedicate them style to all the frontline crew and all who love reggae music, all the count who love reggae music while we're there tonight, sing. And we dedicate them style to my mother and my father way down at Jamaica. That's I-Quator rule a year, I sing.
My Selector!
Hold it a little bit there. You were dealing with it? Sound crash. And the ball is going to start to roll with the man called Echo Minor. Come in! From now the business going to start. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Why she's gone away? No, I don't know where she can be. My baby, when I'm gonna find
Bang it under the street. Bad no beats.
And I let myself go. I said so many things she didn't know, and I was oh so mad. I don't think she's coming back. Oh, she gave the reason she should know, and she said things she hasn't said before, and she was so mad. And I don't think she's coming back. I did too much lying, wasted too much time.
You did.
Now I'm here and crying.
I-Quator.
Around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why she's gone away, no, I don't know.
Come
where
for the
she
culture.
can be.
Come with the part two.
Oh my baby.
Come with the part two. Man called Ninja Man. Man called Ninja Man. DJ Roughneck. Sure. Come in.
Man like Ninja Man come from Sound boys, see? Come with it.
All what you done about with run like a sponge truck, let me tell you sick last time.
So what away?
This are the done. Now listen. Come tell about border clash. Border clash. You know them. Border clash.
My selector, man.
What kind of clash?
So we drop it, you know. So we drop it. I-Quator International. Champion for years, understand that? Oh. Detrimental tonight.
Come tell about border clash. Border clash.
Ninja man.
Border clash. Me tell you. Border clash. Border clash. We said, what kind of clash?
Come rough neck.
Pony Island where it plays with black, you know,
Run when they give me some boy, cause you don't need it.
Border clash. We have to tell the people about them.
Border clash.
You go on stage and, you know, singing well hard, you know, say, stand the back, lick you, make you drop on your back, you think of...
Yeah, man. Glamour champion like I-Quator.
Like idiot, you know, the border clash. Tell the people them about it. Yeah, man. You see, when this center in DJ, they jump on the bike and shut down the people and keep up on me. They get flat, you see them move up and go like them, move up and chat, you know, tap. Yes, one and back like one of them, bound up with your...
All massive, all tight. Politics crew, you're there. Bassai crew, you're there. Unit star, you're there. All tight, King Bangy, Crown King. Walk in, Mr. Rankin.
My selector. Him tell me say, him I go play some music for the girls. So popular culture, come in, man. Cause when you come in a skin tank this year, it's the 90s and it's the cup. It's the girls. Yeah.
Put it pan hole. Put it pan hole. The crowd set up. Yes, so we drop it, you know. And the 90s, as Mr. Rankin said. Now, popular culture, step in fast. Cause the crowd are waiting and they love this tune to the molecule. Oh, Senator D, you're large. Yes. Listen to. Walk in, Mr. Rankin.
Come on, girls. For the girls. Your time. It's the Ruben. It's the Ruben.
A Ruben, yes. Doctor, come in, Ruben.
He's not massive and cruising. Oh, me come rough. Stop a beat because you're rough mixer, see? And does it right. Come again. Mash up any song, boy, and now we win. That's up, Bristol.
Yes, liquor roughneck, you the boat, roving the boat. That means the thriller tonight. I can hear you. All the whistle crew, big up. Senator, big up. Gunman, love you bad. Oh, my selector. Now here comes the man called Mr. Mighty Crime Stopper Selection. Ooh, hold it down. The man called Crime Stopper. Come here, look at it.
Stop the combo. Hold it down. Yeah. Special request get out. Get him alive. Middle. Towards side.
That's what they touchy for me, and I'm in a bed. I am young, but I'm intelligent.
Pull it up, Pablo. The people them say so. Understand that?
Party getting harder. Harder and harder. Party getting harder.
Nobody touching you.
Man, don't touch crack. No. Rough stuff, do not pick it up, just a rough stuff. Anything I show up, just a rough stuff, man, don't touch crack.
You see when the line asleep, you shouldn't wake him. Cause if you wake him, you get I-Quator, glamour weight. Understand?
Still I rush it, now we get broke. I read about him, one break it up. Me be talk without talk. That what you just come in, I want him mash me up. Rough stuff,
Do not take it up.
just a rough stuff. And if they mash you up, just a rough stuff, man, don't touch crack.
Go out all bubbles.
Rough stuff, do not pick it up, just a rough stuff. And if you mash you up, just a rough stuff, man, don't touch crack. No. Children in the city, me know they can't see. Coke or stuff, coke no easy. Won't make you sleep, won't make you lazy. And if you wicked, drive you crazy.
Big request to one cup paradise in the area.
Coke already, if you better put it back. Mind it burn, do not pick it up, just a rough stuff. And if you mash you up, just a rough stuff, man, don't touch crack. No. Rough stuff, do not pick it up, just a rough stuff. Anything mash you up, just a rough stuff. Man, do not pick it up, just a...
Hold on. Full stop. Stop it there, sir. Come with the next one. This one called the Zigzawa. To all man.
Well, all
we must go into there.
Gunman, all bad boy about the place. When you want them up there,
Pom-pom!
like mathematics.
Pom-pom! My selector! My selector! Come again! Come again! The people them say so.
Hey.
Yes, right. Come here, Mr. Rankin.
It's just the plastic and I'm not getting excited, so. Oh no, you're not yet.
Well, all road boy and all article
Gunman, whistle crew, glamour crew, St. Paul's massive. I don't forget to send it. We're not doing no thinky gun, you know. Hey, you tune. Well, sir.
Come now, you can we get it and then you can we get me ball. You can we get it and then you can we get compliment. You can we get it and then you can we get me ball. You can we get it and then you can we get
come on, baby.
Jump around you have your gun fire if
pam pam.
All out fire know
get pam pam.
Make them know you're not shoot and miss. Can knife days done, cutlass days finish. Buckle and stone you know we done with it. Pam pam bad boy, them no fight face to face. If I face you a come with well you dead as need. Cause we fire beer bushmaster and matic. Pam pam liquor shot take a yo. Magnum a play. Pam pam liquor shot take a yo. Nine a stick. Police and soldier beer shot them a lick.
All tight Errol, Irie, and the Excalibur crew. Hey.
Now you that the Taurus, now the chopstick, now the German look at the one the ribbon. Pam pam six I go big carry it at the
man called scientist wanted at the I-Quator immediately. You can make it and then you can make it me ball. You can make it and then you can make it. Hey. Black him of him zigzag. This is second that they tell me I'm a zigzag. Come on, push up your hand, you have a zigzag. And shout it out, you have a zigzag. Pam pam lick a shot a boy. The baby pam pam lick a shot a boy. Look so funny. Pam pam lick a shot a boy. Both can see. Now what type King Bangy Thunder? Man called Danny Dreadlocks. I didn't bring me come, you know. I'm in a shame at all. Jump around, you are celebrity. Pam pam, push up your hand, you are dignitary. Zigzag, you hear it? Zigzag, you can we get it, and then you can we get me ball. You can we get it, and then you can we get pam pam. Daddy car running, make a thingy. Pam pam, zigzag, ever ready. Pam pam, in the dance, dignitary. Pam pam, a boy man, him looking bowly. Pam pam, lick a shot, a girl smell frozen. Pam pam, what a girl man, she look ugly. Pam pam, shot a boy. No. Like the record say, we don't deal with no finky gun. See? Now here comes the man called Mr. Reggae Stepper Selection. Paid by the King Glamour International. See?
Now this is serious show. Some boy man a sound is going up in smoke. And him back up to the champion.
Man called Mr. Reggae Stepper. Jump. Look at that. My selector. Right, Thriller, coming better.
Now this is serious show. Some boy man a sound is going up in smoke. And him back up to the champion.
Yeah, man like Pablo Crucial, Selector, man like Scientist, man like Bangy, man like Derek, man like Barry J, man like Dalton. Lord, big them style to all you man too. Lord of His mercy. Lord of His mercy.
Because we run up so, and we run down so. We come to control ya so. So jump and sound over so. Back up to the gate you figure. Jump and sound over so. Back up to the gate you figure.
All of the things that I do, it's all about the area. All of the house and me, all of the culture. All the fuck I want to be selector. Because right now I go to the fast station too, see? I do the things that to all of you. Lord of His mercy. Come down, take it back to the selector. better pack up to the gate if you go sing. Lord have his mercy.
Back up to the gate, you figure enemy. I the sound man, them done with enemy. I just show them loud, me say, and them nice.
Go back and sit that trouble round corner. So like I-Quator International, the sound of partial.
Jump and sound over so. Back up to the gate, you figure. And when you think you're there, you think I don't have muck. We not tolerate them sound up here so.
Yeah man.
Sound up in nice and mellow. Like me say for me disco. Remember Reggie step and tell you so. Because we run up so. And we run down so.
Yeah man. Think I'll jump and sound over so. Back up to the gate you figure.
Back up to the gate you figure. Jump and sound over so. Back up to the gate you figure. Go no me attack to. Go no me attack to.
Remember the king will love all I bring. I-Quator jack and I-Quator sing. Me live on the earth so me walk on the earth. Me know see me that the sea so me don't have nothing.
Look one fit talk to. Jump and sound over so.
Think all like you are the dance. And all of the sound them are the all fans. We are gonna pack you up and ready for the bin man. Lord of his mercy. Well, look at the dedicate them style every time sing. So come in. Come in.
It's somebody talking for this zoo. Them say, Achu, alright? Them say, it's Gaffer and Boxer, he come the dog food.
Listen to it. Listen to it. Fling them. Hold it there, selector. Hold it there. Hold it there. Promoter, open the door and fling them out. Come with it, my selector, see.
The glamorous sound, I-Quator, rough for years, man. I make a goal and all. News flash! I never through this door. Them say they come out, I will say I walk on the place. It's somebody talking for this zoo. Them say, Achu, alright? Them say, it's Gaffer and Boxer, he come the dog food. Come in, brother!
Listen!
Yeah, man. Big up! 54 gun bad boy.
Listen to the real Mackay.
I-Quator run things for years, man. Hear me now.
Real Mackay.
Listen to dirty mouth sound, boy. Watch this. Hear me now. If I don't come from the east and I go like a beast, we use a Dubplate, click out to the front, tick, we are the garden. In a England.
Hey, where are the garden? Selector.
And if I come from the
Select. Hold it.
The glamorous sound, I-Quator, rough for years, man. I make a goal and all I say.
Now come in there.
How the batch this doing?
Select. Hold on. Put everything on pause, understand? Listen, hold on.
It's Gaffer and Boxer, he come the dog food.
You bring your slave master. If the 90s, I-Quator off the whip. I-Q off the whip. These are the 90s now.
54 gun bad boy from Bristol. I-Quator.
Lord of mercy. We're going to mash up a sound boy tonight.
Watch this. Hear me now. If I don't come from the east and I'm going like a beast, we use a Dubplate, click out to the front, tick, we are the garden. In England, we are the garden. And if I come from the north and I'm going like opposite, we use a 45 and tear out on our heart, we are the garden. In England, we are the garden. We have been in and but Dubplate it we use.
Only one sound system. I-Quator gonna win.
And you come from in the west so long so I-Quator where you want come test we just use a dub and mash up your chest. You could have come from
Boxer, you make a big mistake, you know. Big mistake.
And the man and the woman them a vote.
Now talk about me manager like that.
We use a Dubplate, click out to the front, tick, we are the garden. In England, we are the garden. And if I come from the west and I say that to the best, we use a Dubplate and mash up on our chest, we are the garden. In England,
we are the garden.
Last week we killed a one day and he come back contest with this week. Hey. We use a 45 45 and lick out him teeth. And show him say I-Quator no paint.
Now my selector.
Sound boy. What do you believe? I'm not gonna send threaten to it and live in a bed of roses. Mad or no mad man. Hear me now? I trick them, you know. I-Quator crew. Trick or not trick them, man. You know when them bed under them mattress, buckle and stone and all them things, they're not bomb. You understand? It's that we do a sound boy when a sound boy this. So you see me, big mouth, waiting for you, we hear them a call Shabbato. I go and bring in the original bad boy skull, cause when a ramp fire gonna a jungle and all ream and all them place, do you understand? I-Quator run things for years. Live! Weapon, come in skull. Yeah, you know, I know some I-Quator mix amount of rope and surplus amount of board. We string up a sound boy. But then still them gun now. You have now, man. Jump and phone over the sound. You have now. Come now. Get the jump and out of the way. Get the jump and out of the way. Get the jump and out of the way. Get an I-Quator sound come. Article than gargan. Well, no come here for come here, German. Oh, no come here, just listen the champion. You never come and dance and listen no old pan. So get the jump and out of the way. 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 Tell the damn old jump and the move. Tell the damn old jump and the move. You know say that the I-Quator I get them in the group. Watch all that they must see them a jump and them a move. Tell the damn old pan to live out of the land and make the champion I-Quator quad. Make the champion I-Quator some quad. Make the dance some. Make it nice and loud that the people never know say how we are the dan. We are done a Bristol. Don't have to we yard but we put a pistol. And come and dance all. Pick up nice up German. Look out for we sound the sound of crystal. And everybody.
Now my selector. Now my selector. I want you to come down nice because if you don't think me start, you know, a thriller, you know.
But right now we're going to dedicate them style to each and every one in our ear. Our whole fan sound. We're going to get you ready for the bin man, see? Alright. So we're dedicating them style.
Your man where you sleep with last night, so tell us you have to play too much tune and come because you're ready to go sleep again. As so me know say a boy over there says a little fat man.
Well, this is when I-Quator leg shot, see? This is when I-Quator leg shot. All dibby sound must get dropped because we will get them ready for the bin man, see? It's just a bin man for you, see? The bin man coming tomorrow.
Yeah, well, like a party bread. Every time a boy talk, I swear I is that Selector over there is in bad, you know. Alright? You know pussy well burn tonight. I know you will be passing. Where you going to? Alright. Easy Bangy, Pablo, Gallantry, scientist, study beat. Enough uncles get a knee stick and a risk I use to. And I'm not. Land of his mercy. Coming on people. In the party. Some on the tell them I'm coming. That's what they pass.
Yes, this is when I-Quator leg shot, see? All dibby all pan bound to get dropped. Because when we trouble pan straight and worries round corner. Alright, I know you only tune into the King sound like I-Quator. Man like Pablo send a dedication to each and every one now, no saying. We can't chat every time and we don't stay too long. So come in Pablo Culture because you're big for a 19 long time.
Alright. Son boy, what is up? Your man where you sleep with last night, so tell us you have to play too much tune and come because you're ready to go sleep again. As so me know say a boy over there says a little batty man. You look a stinking dirty and a bit nowhere big. He's nothing but a little fucking little low down turncoat. He's a little low down chimney. I come in the place that I have your champion. I don't want you to leave from over here, sound over there, and come over I-Quator sound and come talking to the people in the face because your mouth a poop. You have a little batty breath. Every time that boy talk, I swear I is that Selector over there is in bad, you know. Alright? You know pussy well burn tonight. I know you will be passing. Where you going to? Alright? Easy Bangy, Pablo, Gallantry, scientist, study beat. Enough uncles get a knee stick and a risk I use to. And I'm not. Land of his mercy. Coming on people. In the party. Come on, let's go. Everybody. That's what they pass.
send a message to a jump on, and then they know I-Quator champion. Do you hear me now? Can me not know where them come from? One contest we in England. But we no afraid of no sound, we no afraid of no pan, we no afraid of no old man around. Why? If a boy trying to see looking for a papi man, make them ask where they come from. Because I-Quator make the dance around. So some boy, what? When you want down, I can take you low. Come we can always go, but listen, the champion I-Quator. When you want down, I can take you low. Come we can always go, but listen, the champion. Is it no woman and a Sunday no man? You know say I-Quator the king of number one. Make the dance around, you know. We are champion, no afraid of no sound, we no afraid of no man. If a pussy turns it, just looking for puppy man. So pussy, pull up your one for I-Quator the champion. All the town, Jaja know we are number one. Keep up your foot, Jaja know the dance all get nice out. Me ma come on now, no so when you want down, I can take you low. Come we can always go, but listen. When you want down, I can take you low. Come we can always go, but listen. So I-Quator, that's why send a message to a jump on, and they know I-Quator champion. Do you hear me now? Can me not know where them come from? One contest we in England. We no afraid of no sound, we no afraid of no band, we no afraid of no old man around. What? If a boy tries to test you, blocking foot of papi man, and make them ask where they come from. Because I-Quator make the dance around. When you want down, I can take you low, but we can always go, but
hold it there. Don't put it there. Excuse me, ladies, a minute. Excuse me, thank you. Excalibur, you can't see them too now. You can't see them. Now, my name is Mr. Rankin, and I give you science. And come down, little Croughneck, make me sing it to you.
What all this one, the sound boy over there, sir? You can't test I-Quator. We're the Glamour champion. Now, hey, send the getting. How you not gonna let that way over? You're gonna let that way over. You're not gonna let that way over.
Roll it! Stop it! And that's just a little one in the dampers, you know. We don't want... Sure. Calm, Croft. You see Excalibur, oh sorry, Caliber X. You see, we can pull up as many times as you want, come down with different lyrics. Come on, you!
He's also boy because I create a massive room.
And you just hear that alone, you know, because I don't start yet with my wicked ways. Come on, Selector! I don't start with my wicked ways at all, you know.
so come listen. Man like Teddy Brown, Double B, hold tight. Desi, hold tight. Jackie Chan, easy. Stop up, Teddy Brown. I can't believe it.
Listen up here. Turn us into this year.
I can't believe that it's sweet.
It's lie you're telling.
The way that she makes me feel.
It's lie you're telling.
Inside and deep down inside. No, it's a feeling I can't uptight. She's never been a big one to me.
never been a favor to me, as far as I can see. She gave me love in the morning, she gave me love in the morning, and in the evening too.
Hey, hey, hey.
Gave me love when I'm lonely.
Manager.
She gave me love when I'm lonely, so I never felt blue.
Hey.
The right on kiss and the right on kiss, right on, right on. The right on kiss and the right on,
hey, hey, hey.
right on, right on. You gave me love when I'm lonely, so I never felt blue. You gave me love when I'm lonely, so I never felt blue. I can't believe that.
I beg a piece of that part too when you're ready, you know.
Sing now.
Listen to
Sing now. Sing now, 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 now.
Paid by the Gallantry International.
Sing now, now, now,
Hey,
now, now,
hey.
now, now. Oh yeah. My heart is gone. It got me.
Listen,
I need
Sean.
someone to lean on.
Hey, hey. Sugar.
How can I forgive you when I want someone to cry on? Ever since you've been gone, girl, but I'm living in misery. Yeah. Now that you're here,
Hey, hey.
oh my baby, please don't have no fear, 'cause ever since you've been gone, girl,
Hey, hey.
I've been living in a misery. Yeah. Now that you're here, oh my baby, please don't have.
Now my selector, anytime you're ready, scientists, I beg a fix on the mic there. Calm me one there.
Hey you, little dimmy sound boy over there, sir.
Check on.
Don't push up your head because we have the guillotine and we will chop it off. And this is the I-Quator Sound, and you know, I-Quator Sound don't rample play, you know. Step up, road boy. And this is illegal rider culture team, I'm gonna play with it tonight.
Man called Mr. Illegal Rider. And then you call culture team.
All Bristol massive.
All Bristol crew.
The massive just easy.
Jump up.
Land of His mercy.
Listen to.
Oh, land of His mercy.
Hey, hey.
Oh, land of
Hey.
His mercy. Follow
Hey.
me now. Come on.
Hey.
Follow me one hand. Follow me and follow me two hand.
Hey.
Follow me and follow me four hand.
Hey.
Follow me one hand. Follow me five hand. Follow me and follow me six hand. Follow me and follow me and. Cause you see
Yeah, man.
we no
Well,
more
I crucial,
can't
man, you crucial operator.
We the I-Quator posse, cause you see we.
Well, we're going to dedicate them style to each and every one now here, right? Yes, see? Because,
Don't push up your head because we have the guillotine and we will chop it off.
yes. Remember, say, the 6th of August, 1962, Jamaica got its independence, see? That's why we independent and we ambitious. So, come down, Mr. Selector.
Hey, you,
I'm going to dedicate them style to everybody in the area, see?
don't push up your head because we have the guillotine and we will chop it off. And this is the I-Quator Sound, and you know, I-Quator Sound don't play, you know. Step up, road boy. And this is the illegal rider culture team. Play with it tonight.
Yeah, man, that's how we do it every time still. Cool and dead,
All
yeah.
Bristol massive. All I-Quator massive just easy. Land of His
That's how we
mercy.
come down, see?
Oh, land of His
I'll
mercy.
create a roll.
Oh, Lord of His mercy. Follow me now. Come now. Follow me one hand. Follow me and follow me two hand. Follow me and follow me three hand. Follow me and follow me four hand. Come now. Follow me one hand. Follow me and follow me five hand. Follow me and follow me six hand. Follow me and
Lord of His mercy.
we no boy can't test away and you see we the I-Quator posse cause you see we no science can't trouble we cause you see
Lord of His mercy.
look after we
That's how we make it be like a stage show, not like we walking on to now.
up on me foot and me no bend down and pray.
Well, roll away, son boy. Boxer, you don't know where I go so when you come back, but God will bless you. So we are willing to see tomorrow. Yeah, man, God bless you all.
No feather oil, no afraid of powder. No feather science, no afraid of obia.
Lord of His mercy.
Because him control the lightning and the thunder. You see we.
One like crucial Bangy. Also be the crucial operator. One like scientist, one like public culture. One like there's a rock and a wally for IQ in the area.
Give a boy a look stripe on for me, look stripe on for me, look stripe on for me.
Well, my selector, I have beg you for that dub plate the same. Before you throw it away, you play the dub. Before you throw it away, you play the dub. That's all I'm asking of you for now. Well, we're going to dedicate them style to all the frontline crew. You come from Easton, St. Herbert, Statterdown, and wherever you come from all around. We dedicate them style to all of you, see? Lord of His mercy, because we have the authority, we come to run your country. We have the authority, we come to run your country. Come catch it in an integrament, come catch it in an entertainment, come catch it in an entertainment. Entertainment, that's a free game. Cause we have the authority. We are gonna run your country. Ram up and down, ram up the party. Say IQ, me say in vicinity. Along with culture, me say at the mic stand. Why you feel know this a dance of a ram? Why you know say that we're the champion? Me are the Dan IQ champion. This a batter on the microphone stand. Press it wrong, mix me down man. Cause we have the authority. We are gonna run your country. We have the authority. We are gonna run your country. Because Lord, we just want the money. Cause yes, we are gonna spend it wisely. Cause yes, we want Jamaica currency. Because we have ambition. Because we come to run your country. We just want the money. We come to run your country. We have dignity. Cause you see the crap, me say we no want it. And the coke man, we not go buy it. Feel with money, I go fastly. And me know the benefit for it because we have the authority. We come to run the country. Well, I could have put on one more style for the one I still you know. I'm just a warm in a long time. You know, from the man them start, I first really go hold the mic. And the man can't make me warm in still, see? So right now, me still a warm in. And me don't even chat nothing yet. Me can't even feel nothing. So we're going to get style up. Man like Pablo Culture, man like Danny Shred, man like Bangy in the era, man like Rankin D, man like Barry J, and I will leap away. Lord, because to Batman, play Batman. I and I, a Jamaican. Hey, to Batman, play Batman. Say I and I, African. You just lift up the mixer, operator. Cause this a batter company nice up your era. Under we roots and we under we culture. We is a youth and we not go like a vulture. Under we roots, a strictly culture. Say IQ, man, in your area. We just begin at the country. We have your authority. We just begin at the country. We have the authority. That's one boy there, who over there, so we are gonna get you ready for the bin man. Cause IQ at the done. Along with butter at the microphone stand. Me wanted to shit, me couldn't find a toilet. Me find the sound boy and me shit in a it. Car in a mouth man, me shit in a hit. In a mouth man, me shit in a hit. Say butter come and butter cool and deadly. Me is a youth man, me do easy. Me only penetrate strictly money. Under me root a strictly reality. Well, a long time in a chat down. And man, them a rush me like a harbor shark. So, don't feel away. Come in, Excalibur. That's it. Panjama Studio. Listen this. Panjama Studio. Listen this. Identical, say. I saw I-Quator run experience. Listen, crowd of people. Listen. Listen.
Searching for, search your sound. Search your sound.
Just listen, people. Same dubplate, sir.
I-Quator sound, man.
Same dubplate.
And all England crew, big up. I know so we are big superstars. Stop up, King Everard.
And insult my manager, sir. Listen.
I-Quator.
Same dubplate, sir. Listen, crowd. Same dubplate, Jano. I see him dubplate, sir. I like striker. That's all, man. Listen. When I go to Jamaica, you know.
Watch it now.
I saw we say to you, man.
No Rocket Thunder, big up yourself, Danny Tread and Scientist. And Daddy Blow. Oh gosh, alright, Daddy B.
Same Dubplate, listen.
I-Quator.
Young and cool.
Is Lord, I-Quator came and he saw and he conquered.
Same Dubplate, sir.
Better beat up and come. Listen. I-Quator Sound is not like no other. I-Quator Sound really not big, not borrow. She don't plan to be into tomorrow. Do not try to think I-Quator Sound is sorrow.
Hear me.
Hey, all I know.
I don't bother play no more, see, because action speak louder than words, see. Now hear me. Only play a rain fire, see. Only play a rain fire, right? Now listen, rain fire and Skullman, see. Experience scout. We don't need to go to Jamaica. Ah, Birmingham crew, listen.
Where quality's due.
Listen.
And son boy, you cannot get more than what you play for. Ain't. Now this is the article Skullman. And the article win for the first time anywhere in the worldwide world.
I'm the sharp Birmingham, respect
son boy,
man.
you forget. And you what? Article man.
Listen, rain fire.
Some sound boy forget $1 grand.
Rain fire.
Some sound boy forget $2 grand. Some sound boy forget $3 grand.
Listen.
Some sound boy forget $4 grand.
Listen.
But the I-Quator forget million, trillion, billion, trillion.
It's not disrespect. I just like what I take. You know.
Rain fire. Cool. Rain fire, you know. We don't need to go to Jamaica in a boss. And we run things, see? Rain fire and Skullman. You think we're done with rain fire?
Now give credit where credit is due. And son boy, you cannot get more than what you play for. Now this is the article Skullman. And the article win for the first time anywhere in the worldwide world in combination.
Experience, sir.
Son boy.
Ah, Birmingham crew, real tight, sir.
And you what? Article man. Listen.
Some sound boy forget $1 grand. Some sound boy forget $2 grand. Some sound boy forget $3 grand. Some sound boy forget $4 grand. But the I-Quator forget million, trillion, billion.
It's not disrespect. I just life we attack. You know, say I-Quator are the article rep because some of them gone, yes, a burial. Some of them live in a funeral. Some of them live a hospital. But the I-Quator Sound live a Bristol. Cause the I-Quator Sound is article.
Because one sound come and we live down Danton. Two more come and we show down Danton. Tell them I-Quator are the cream of the crop. And if a sound try a thing, we have to broke up them back. We are livestock and them a dead stock. Junk up on the rock, we keep the people them a rap. Because some sound boy forget $1 grand. Some sound boy forget $2 grand. Some sound boy forget $3 grand. Some sound boy forget $4 grand. But the I-Quator forget million. Talking about million, trillion, billion, trillion.
Now we're big and we're broad and you know we're excellent. Then you know say I-Quator man, you know we're no fraud. Cause some of them live in a hospital. Some of them gone down a funeral. Some of them live in a burial.
Listen to
I-Quator live a Bristol. Man, you know say that the I-Quator is article.
Because we sweet and we nice, we are the people them nice. No, we love the chicken and we love up the rice. And we come and dance and we keep the people them nice. A sound try a thing, we don't take them life. Yes, some sound boy forget $1 grand. Some sound boy forget $2 grand. Some sound boy forget $3 grand. Some sound boy forget $4 grand. But the I-Quator forget million. Talking about million, trillion, billion.
Now the class is done and we come to take over. You know say I-Quator come for run the area. We big and we broad, yes we make bout ya. Cause some of them live in a funeral. Some of them gone down a burial. Some of them live a hospital. But the I-Quator man will live a Bristol. And nice.
Now, my selector, before you take off the hunting. Now, there is a car outside. Well, there's two cars outside. HEU 7X and NDF 527P. See? And there's a guy have a show to do. So could you move your transport outside, please? Thank you. Come, my selector, cause this is the Glamour Girls. See? Now this one's for all the glamour girls now, sing. Boy, I want to see you. I want to see you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Second. Jesus. How comes every time they come away play a boring song like Kono does a waste with time, man. I play with tune, man. And we first come with tune nowadays, you know. Come on, scientists.
I-Quator region, man, #1 sound. Bristol massive, big up on yourself, Pablo Culture, Danny Tread. Oh gosh, Bagatunda, oh God, Dada Pay. I want the man say Johnny Clark, he look like a dash of the park. Nah man, I really say something right now. I mean I say something. Yeah, some boy are going like them big, and on a bridge them asleep against all fridge. Step up Johnny Clark. Yeah man, rock man.
See we version this, you know. We come first, you come second, see? Listen to la 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 la, I-Quator. La 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 la, I-Quator. La 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 la, Selector! Selector! We come first, you come second. And you have to understand, see?
I-Quator region, man, #1 sound. Bristol massive, big up on yourself, Pablo Culture, Danny Tread. Oh gosh, Bagatunda, oh God, Dada Pay. I want the man say Johnny Clark, he look like a dash of the farm. Nah man, I really say something right now. I mean I say something. Yeah, some boy are going like them big, and on a bridge them asleep against all fridge. Step up Johnny Clark. Yeah man, rock man.
Listen to
oh yeah. Oh yeah. La 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 la.
I-Quator. La 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 la. Sing it, girls.
La 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 la.
All this one sing. Glamour girls,
yeah,
hold tight.
I-Quator
Your
region,
turn
man,
soon come.
#1 sound. Bristol massive, big up on yourself.
Never cuff neck, hold tight. Ruby rocks, hold tight.
Bagatunda, oh God, Dada Pay. I want the man say Johnny Clark, he look like a dash of the park. Nah man, I really say something right now. I mean I say something. Yeah, some boy are going like them big, and on a bridge them asleep against all fridge.
Yes, Mr.
Step up Johnny Clark. Yeah man, rock man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. La 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 la.
I-Quator. La 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 la. I-Quator.
La 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 la.
Turn the dreadlocks. Big up.
There is a sound from Bristol City.
Hi, hi.
The greatest sound.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Rocking with vibration, we gonna rock the nation and show them that we are the champion. Yeah. Rock them with rubber duck, girls and bubble up, you know. I-Quator. I know no sound, but get test me. Don't test. Yes, if you try a thing, you
Sound called the glamour went international.
Kill them with rubber duck, we gonna rock the nation.
Hi.
Show them that we are the champion.
Yeah, champion sound, you know.
Kill them with rubber duck, girls and bubble up, you know.
Hi. And listen, Sonic, I don't forget you, you know. I don't forget you. I'll show them it's crew. Senator Day, I don't forget you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know no sound, but it's sweet. Don't test. Yes, if you try a thing, you are gonna dead and bury. Kill them with rubber duck. We gonna rock the nation. Show them that we are the
Champion.
Yeah.
Listen to.
Kill them with rubber duck, girls and bubble up, you know.
Oh, my selector.
Ah, yeah.
Anytime you're ready, you see. Now, before you put all it, this one is going out to all the Bristolian girls, alias the glamour girls. Sing. Cause when we come with you, we no skin teeth, you know. At the 90s, it's not 89. You get we? Caliber X. Listen. Come and select to sing. Can we come? It's just the glamour business we deal with. Thriller.
Now big international request goes out to all glamour girls. No matter where you are, we love you up to your marrow bone.
It's true.
Big international request goes out to all the girls in Bristol, Newport and Cardiff and all over where all the glamour girls there. Hollywood.
You see? It's simple enough. If them think them testing enough. Thriller. Here's some true. And Bangy Thunder. I want you to wait this one out and give it to the glamour girls nicely, see? Listen, tune.
If only you
hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, experience, so we have box around their corner. Hold on, selector. Hold on. We have box over, so I say him how much here. Hold on, selector. Hold on. Hold on. He must say, what? He must how much years of experience, but yet he must run tubbies to build him sound. So what? I saw your brain, you saw your brain short. I saw your lack imagination. Sure. I saw you wash. Come selector, listen experience tune. See, I brain that you know.
No matter where you are, we love you up to your marrow.
Come glamour.
Big international request goes out to all the girls in Bristol, Newport and Cardiff and all over where all the glamour girls there. Hollywood.
Our brains that talk, you know. And the man have understand that, you know. Oh, come! Request to all the Bathtown girls, London girls, Birmingham girls, Bristol girls. Where do you come from? Big up!
If only you told me
yourself. Hey, boy! Thriller!
Oh, but I heard it of someone else.
Thriller!
I know you're having an affair, and I know it. It's that ragamuffin man just down there. He lives at number 6th Street, yeah. Why just down the road from me,
so I could see. Listen to
all the people around me, they just laugh at me. Tell me,
all the glamour girls.
Tell me, baby, tell me.
Listen.
Wind in your hair,
all on your skin. You're looking good, girl. Glamour wear.
All over again. Hey there, Miss Brown. I want you to know I love you. Love isn't sad, as soft as the shore. Feeling little hungry.
And all the sexy girls roll along over.
Baby, you're such a score, and I want you
Caliber
to
X. That's why you love follow fashion. Play this tune now. Play it now. You think you're a bad man. That's why you love follow fashion.
You didn't know that, girl. You didn't know that. I need you right now, baby. Right now, baby. And I bet you didn't know that. Ebony eyes My little ebony eyes, girl, yeah.
Show them how to do Bangy Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Crown King.
If only you told me you said, oh baby, oh but I heard it of someone else. I know you're having an affair, and I know where it's that ragamuffin man just down there. He lives at number 6th Street.
Calabar X, come in. A liar tell.
You're boring the people, man. Play a tune, man. Come in, X. X. This is enough.
Only Batty Bread boy going around the place and telling people about them a champion. But you see, I-Quator Sound, we not go on the place and tell people about we are champion, because the people already know that we are champion sound. And you know, self-praise is no recommendation. So look at Batty Bread boy over there, so what I'm done. Again, dust on the sound tonight. You see, I look at back 7 soon, I'll lean up there, so if you have a casket, I must say dead man on the throat of them and put speaker in them, and I talk about our champion sound. And of course, say, well, born on tonight. Run things, man, this is I-Quator, man.
Hold it up.
Sound.
Hold it. Hold it.
Yeah, tell us.
Come on. Hold on. It's running, you're running up your mouth now. On the quiet now. Come on. Play the tune. Play it. Promoter, them man they play 3, you know. Them play 4. Me don't know what school you go to.
Well, there's
I don't play 4-2 now. I don't play 4-2 now.
But you see, I-Quator Sound.
Promoter. Hold on there.
I know self-praise is no recommendation.
Promoter.
Alright, everything is running sweet and nice, see? Right? There's no need to rush and hurry, see?
Promoter.
The judge is still here, so just be careful the toes on, see? There's 5 minutes left, I-Quator. You're gonna
Promoter.
play 2, I-Quator gonna play 2, see? And then it's gonna play the last 2, see? And then the judge will gonna make them decision, see? So,
no, man. Promoter. Call a text man chop on that song there, you know. I mean, you know that, you know.
Well,
if I kill you and kill sound, you come now, see. Play the Dubplate, the selector.
Scientists, come with it. Come with it. Come with the tune, scientists. Come with the tune. Play the tune, scientists.
Well, there's a lot of little
hold on there, hold on. Excalibur, hold on there. Alright, Ada, same. Excalibur, how much music you play? Alright, Ada. That's it. Hey, listen, man. Listen, we don't know agro-business, see? We don't know agro-business. Alright, watch out now, right? We're going to go on now, see? We're going to just run the business, right? 1 for 1 now, see? No, hold on a minute. No, Jet. Blood clear. Hey, listen, man. Excalibur, the man must say you play 4 tune. See? The man must say you play 4 tune. What the crowd has said? A 4 tune Excalibur play? Alright, watch her now. We're gonna make things even, see? Iquator gonna play 3 music now, see? Alright? No, 3 tune. I was not in the dance hall at the time. So Iquator, they play 3 music, and then Excalibur play 2, and then the judge them make them decision final.
Yes. Rough. We are coming in 3-3 business.
There's a lot of little thinking Molly and Batty Bread boy going around the place and telling people about them are champion. But you see, I-Quator Sound, we don't have to go on the place and tell people about we are champion, because the people already know that we are champion sound. And you know, self-praise is no recommendation.
Essential.
Whatever done. We can dust on the sound tonight. You see, I look at box them and soon I'll lean up there, so if you have a casket, I must say dead man on the throat of them and put speaker in them, and I talk about our champion sound. And the pussy will burn on it tonight. Run things, man, this is I-Quator, man. The glamorous sound. Me telling you, Lord have mercy. Who knows? I'm going to tell you a little party. But no, everybody come follow me. I-Quator, make it people them. I-Quator champion.
This is the first one. See, one. You get me? One we deal with now.
It's a deep something that I will drop down there. Now look at Molly and Batty Bread, poop at up over there, so when I stop talking and poop out them out. Your bat, I must have bang. Alright, your name Inspector Poopata. But let's look at bangarang to me over there, so look at box MC, I will lean up there, so if you have a casket. Like some dead man, you throw to them and put speaker in them and talk about your champion sound. And some champion casket you have there. But let me tell you, look at bangarang thing, now go work this year. Son boy over there, so your mouth think like the piece of cloth where your grandmother used to your body from poop. I-Quator, man, and make some mingle. And we don't get in touch with our sort of people. Run things! No bunny drummer in the party. Everybody don't follow me. We are the I-Quator. Wicked. If you hear a son, why balling? Well, then my creation, like you got those play chopping. That's why they keep on balling for murder. Why? If you hear a son, why balling? I-Quator, like you got those play chopping. That's why they keep on balling for murder. Why you say that my money? Because we kill sound not kill we. Our person we kill them, now them become very funny. We beat sound not kill we. Until them I-Quator rule the party. Come here, bad boy, you turn up, bad boy, you.
Boxer. Sound boy over there, sir. Bang it is. Just say. Listen, man. Listen, man. This is a Jaja Pitney here. Serious Jaja Pitney. Just say, wait. And you see when I-Quator come to him, run things. When I wrap up with the white boy. Saying, no white boy will no come. No white boy take no trophy. No white man rule. Black man roll up him man. Black man power.
Now look at Molly and Batty Bread, poop at up over there, so when I stop talking and poop out them out. Your bat, I must have bang. Alright, your name Inspector Poopata. But let's look at bangarang to me over there, so look at box MC, I will lean up there, so if you have a casket. Like some dead man, you throw to them and put speaker in them and talk about your champion sound. And some champion casket you have there. But let me tell you, look at bangarang thing, now go work this year. Son boy, when they say your mouth think like the piece of cloth where your grandmother used to your body from poop. I-Quator, man, and make some mingle. And we don't get in tongue with our sort of people. Run things! No bunny drummer in the party. Everybody come follow me. Wicked. If you hear a song, why balling? Then my selector use a Dubplate chopping. That's why they keep on balling for murder. Why? If you hear a song, why balling? I-Quator selector use a Dubplate chopping. That's why They keep on calling for murder. Why you say that nobody? Because we kill sound, sound no kill we. Our person we kill and now then they damn very funny no. We beat sound, sound no kill we.
Get it out there. Look it out there. Hold it. Who's I-Quator? Who's with there? Come away, son. Come. No interference.
Well, it's a deep something that I will drop down there. Now look at Molly and Batty bread poop at up wherever they say when I stop talking and poop out time out. Your batter must be bang. Alright, your name Inspector Poop at up. But this look a bangarang thing we have over there, son. Look a box MC have lean up there, some have a casket. Like some dead man, you throw to them and put speaker in them and talk about your champion sound. And some champion casket you have there. But let me tell you, look a bangarang thing now go work this year. Son boy over there say your mouth think like the piece of cloth where your grandmother used to tear your body from poop.
Listen to
I quit man and mix and mingle. And we don't get in tongue with all sort of people. Wrong thing. Now, nobody tell them in the party. Everybody come follow me. Why you wanna say? Wicked. If you hear a song, why tell them my great selector use a Dubplate chopping. That's why they keep on balling for murder. Why? If you hear a song, why balling? Tell them my great selector use a Dubplate chopping. That's why they keep on balling for murder. Why you say that about it? Because we kill sound no kill we. Our person we kill and now them they damn very funny no. We beat sound no kill we. Until them might create the close party. How we are? But why you turn up and why you country? Don't why they come up and like how we get them this I with them and got the damn very. When we are kill jump and get them in a hurry. Let them move like the dance not done all quarry. We no be no jump and turn round say sorry. When we beat jump and we kill them in a hurry because them one like say them a champion. Out with them a real jump and I create them mash them up. Believe me, God we bend them up. Cause one like say them a champion. Out with them a real jump and God we bend them up. Believe me, God we mash them up. And you wanna stand up and play to me boss. So you should come, look on your corner dance and you get laid down. Why? You must get your must be blind and dumb. Well if I play it for you, lick your tongue. We have to get it.
Anytime you're ready, you know. I want part two, you know. Hi. Come down with me with the mixing clean now, say. Them batty by the set of water. Them batty by the set of water. Them batty by. Selector, come on. Now, hold it there. No. Hold it. Excuse me. They want to catch me on camera now. I want to see something. I want to wheel up that wine, they sing. Now come. Sing. Come with the tune, my selector. Come you stand in front of me. Stand up in front of me because I want to take piece of this too. Double D. Mix me. Test me, mama test me, mama test me, mama. Put your hands on my tell you that you way I saw go by, call dance and I can't test it. I may pull up and I ready, pull up and I 60, and you don't say when make up at the heart of it. Remember, All of that. In London, we always say, Wally, come on you.
They
Hey, hey, never. Who you talking to? There's the ranking. Roll your microphone, man, maybe. So mess with my top of the red and like a wise layer. Take the rest of the microphone, they let her butter. And you know, when we come here, you go live with all the go.
Just a nice layer. Talk for the mic, just say the layer. Rub me to the walk, rub me to the lady. Who's our massive band crew? Easy man. Easy man, easy.
Every town, listening sound, yeah, yeah. All I walk into every town, listening sound, oh, oh. There's only one I have to stop and listen. Every town, listening sound, yeah, yeah. I'm in the walk into every town, listening sound, whoa, whoa. There's only one tone I have to stop and listen to I-Quator. When they play, cause all of the people, them a ball forward and them a swing and a sway. Hey, hey, and everybody listening to the singer and I listen to DJ. Whoa, whoa, so I in the walk into every town, listening sound, yeah, yeah. Every town, listening sound, whoa, whoa, bidding, 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 bidding now, oh, oh, bidding, 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 bidding now, whoa, whoa,
Promoter, watch it, I-Quator come. Promoter.
He make all those selector, them look sound.
Second. Camera front. Me want to see the camera front. No, we play one on the dance gun.
Now big up.
Tapping eyes.
They don't like
Bangy.
And scientists who build the sound.
Tapping eyes.
A bang night tonight. Killer sound boy. What up? Sound boy get broke. Come in, real fire. Yeah, man. We're not gonna take a long road on tonight, you know. We're gonna go on the shortcut, you understand? Cutting out through the bush. Watch this. Well, if it's clash, you're looking for on the buck up on the right sound. Clash, you're looking for on the buck up on the right. Yes, if it's clash, you're looking for on the buck up on the right sound. Clash, you're looking for on the buck up on the right sound. I-Quator is the sound.
Promoter, report to I-Quator control tower. Hold it. Listen Jones, you know, play it like this, you know. One in a world, one in a million. I-Quator gonna win. Yes.
Sound boy neck get broke. Come in, real fire. Yeah, man. We're not gonna take a long road on tonight, you know. We're gonna go on the shortcut, you understand?
Champion sound, sir. Now we have to come down, man, because
well, if it's not looking for on the buck up on the right sound.
Listen, and my big boss talk now, you know. And when him talk, you must listen.
To understand some little on the privilege shit pan shot tail sound boy try to test I-Quator.
Glamour weight show. Expensive.
Original boy sound. And all the Bristol cool with that. How is the Pablo culture, Danny Dread, hold tight, Saints and Danny B, hold tight. Now Bangy Thunder, hold tight, man, kind of Captain Buck is here. So stay up, Captain Buck.
Only we can do it. Come on,
alright. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Only I-Quator could have do it. Lick down 5 dirty sound boy one time. Mister, only we could have do it. Lick down 4 dirty sound boy one time.
Your mother call you. You sound boy. Esse.
Now we're going to give her a trophy for stuff, okay? And show you now. Now this trophy for prestige and our standing commitment and stability, okay? Okay, now. Yeah, the final countdown, the final curtain. Okay, now we're going to do the final one they come. The first judge is Calabar, 7, I-Quator, 8. The sound entertainment, sound quality, is Calabar, 8. I-Quator, 7. Dubplate certified is Calabar, 8. I-Quator, 7. Presentation of sound is Calabar, 7. I-Quator, 7. Response to the crowd is Calabar, 6. I-Quator 8. Second judge, sound entertainment, 8 for Calabar, 9 for I-Quator. Sound quality, 8 for Calabar, 8 for I-Quator. Dubplate special is Calabar 8, I-Quator 9. Presentation of sound is Calabar 7, is Calabar 8. Response for the crowd, 7 for Calabar, 8 for I-Quator. There are 4 judges. Sound entertainment is Calabar 8, I-Quator 10, sound quality 7 for Calabar, 9 for I-Quator, Dubplate special for Calabar 10, I-Quator 10, presentation of sound for Calabar 8, I-Quator 10, response for the crowd for Calabar 7, I-Quator 9. Okay, judges and 4. Sound entertainment for Calabar 8, I-Quator 7. Sound quality for Calabar 7, I-Quator 9. Dubplate physical is Calabar 8, I-Quator 9. Presentation sound for Calabar, I-Quator 7. Response from the crowd for Calabar 8, 9 for I-Quator. Okay, last one. Sound entertainment for Calabar 8, I-Quator 8. Sound quality for Calabar 7, 6 for I-Quator. Dubplate special for Calabar 6. 8 for I-Quator, presentation of sound for Calabar 8, I-Quator 9, response for the plan for Calabar 7 and 9 for I-Quator. Now, the competition is final and we have maximum points for I-Quator with 208 and Calabar 188.
Shit, pan shot tail sound boy.
Okay. I-Quator management could come over for the trophy. I-Quator management could come forward, please. Trophy for the running of Calabar away, put your hands and the big shout for is Calabar Sound.
Sound boy, try to test I-Quator. But not do it! But we are the original road boy sound. And all the Bristol code know that.
Fire! Hey Rasta, we win the cup now.
We are run things, so we don't want any more nights over there, so yeah, sir. Put on your tune.
Hold tight, Desi, because you're rough ears.
Respect boxer. See? But right now, we're going to run through. We're going to run that double here. Listen to that double. Quality screw. Request. See? You love that tune, you brought Jimmy. Request. Cut. Fire. Fire. One thing.
The privileged shit pan shot tail sound boy. Try to test I-Quator. But not do it. Because we are the original road boy sound. And all the Bristol crew know that. Now he's the Pablo culture, Danny Dread, hold tight, Sense and Danny P, hold tight. Now Bangy Thunder, hold tight.
Yes, man.
So stay up, Captain Bangy. Original, man.
I-Quator do it.
Alright.
Only I-Quator could do it. Yes, figure, hold on tight.
Tell you, man.
Only I-Quator
could do it.
Listen.
5 touch with sound boy one time.
Yes, man. Alright, hold it, Bangy. Hold it. Well, people, honestly, say everything film tonight, right? So if you don't want a video to buy, just check a class 1 taxi. The number 540030. So if you don't want a video to buy, just check a class 1. See? Come in now, Bangy.
Sound boy, try to test I-Quator.
I watch you now, you can see ya. All right, and bubble. Promoter, turn off the light. No. Because all night bubbling this because I-Quator champion and them are going to celebrate. Come in I-Quator, man, because I want to run things. Wicked. And I'm just open the ganja now and celebrate with I-Quator. Come in I-Quator. Ninja man, come in butter.
Yes, one can do your last one night in long time. And I-Quator roll. That means so we roll the West Country, so West Country, so I-Quator. My like Bangy Thunder, my like Sante, my like Pato, my like Bangy, my like Bruce. Hey, we are taking the turn off the light. Hey, we are celebrating our fine side, so turn off the light. Please, I'm asking you. Come down, take it down low. We're going to make it like a stage show, and not like a walking on snow. You know what I mean? I'll tell you about it.
Lord, we lick and kill a little sound boy lad and make me know say they no fi have no bad mind. Come no people man. Me say the first sound we lick down them come from in Birmingham. People me I tell you, the next day people chop off them foot and them chop off them hand. Me I tell you people, me say the next sound we kill come from in Manchester.
Me know you lost tonight.
Selector boy.
Yeah man, not a Richard Palmer all the time, son. That was Richard Palmer.
Lick down 15 got the sound boy one time. People, only we could have do it.
Crucial selector, man, I can't turn up on the era.
I tell you, only we
could have do it. The breeze and we warm like the sun, say I-Quator, I judge the sun.
I tell you, when you see the one, that Bristol, pass it in the dance and tell them one more time. We say the next song will live down them from in London. Whoa, people run down this selector the next day, I tell them one big time, mama, man.
Man like Pablo Colchas, your crucial selector, and man like Bangy Thunder. I hear that little style. Man like Bunny General sing. So we come down in a fine style and sound boy, no disrespect God, the 200 dog as you say come down to the final. Yes. And there's only one champion.
All in our intention and thing with it gone. With the man. I guess when we attack Tony if we don't want vex, we no care cause we no big friend. All them 2 boxes me so no have enough this. I can't talk to me, can't barrow box them then. So we no if you vex when me talk. Go and suck that ugly fucker who introduce that ugly fucker to that ugly fucker and make that ugly fucker know that ugly fucker who bring that ugly fucker to that ugly fucker and fuck that ugly fucker and get a thinking I'm ugly fucker like you.